An unexpected move shakes up the entire case. Ahead of the trial, legendary attorney Mark Agnifilo made a sudden exit in the midst of proceedings, sparking endless speculation. His abrupt departure, by someone seen as the ace among lawyers representing powerful figures, left the courtroom stunned and observers abuzz. Could this be a sign of an explosive secret about to be unveiled? Or is it the beginning of internal turmoil within Diddy's defense team? Known for his reputation as an unstoppable legal powerhouse, Agnifilo's exit has left both the courtroom and onlookers holding their breath. What is really happening behind the scenes of this case? This event has raised countless questions, none of which have been answered so far.
Good afternoon, everybody. So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I don't know what the judge will do.
And you'll talk to us afterward?
Absolutely, I'll be here.
Thanks, sir.
guys.
Thanks.
This is the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit.
With the entire case under the public spotlight, the decision of this seasoned attorney to walk away has only deepened curiosity and skepticism. Once again, global media is in an uproar over the scandal-laden case of Diddy, the embattled rap mogul. Don't miss a single detail. Watch the video to uncover the full truth behind this man's actions.
Anything that I didn't say in my papers and in court. Have a nice day, and thank you very much.
Can you clarify the terms of the gag order?
Agnifilo, one of the most renowned attorneys, has made his name through high-profile, dramatic, and controversial cases. He is celebrated for his sharp defense skills, particularly in complex cases involving serious charges such as organized crime and white-collar offenses. Notably, Agnifilo represented Keith Raniere, the leader of the NXIVM organization, where he faced a wide array of charges, from human trafficking to sophisticated extortion, capturing global public attention. Additionally, he has been involved in numerous cases related to sensitive charges, including abuse of power, money laundering, and financial fraud. Agnifilo's expertise extends beyond managing major cases to his adept navigation of court proceedings, even under intense public and media scrutiny. In Diddy's case, many anticipated that Agnifilo's deep understanding of high-stakes cases would be a decisive factor, potentially turning the tide, or at the very least, building a strong defense against the prosecution. However, his sudden decision to withdraw at this critical stage of the case has raised many questions. Could there be a surprising reason behind Agnifilo's successful yet enigmatic defense career? And how will this move impact the course of Diddy's case?
Some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercials, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
Agnifilo's sudden departure could mark a turning point in Diddy's case, forcing the defense team to overhaul their strategy with the loss of one of their key pillars. More than just an experienced attorney, Agnifilo had shaped the defense strategy from the earliest stages, setting the approach and work style for Diddy's legal team. He brought not only valuable insights, but also a deep understanding of the intricate details and crucial aspects that could significantly impact the case outcome. Agnifilo's absence leaves a gap not only in expertise, but also in strategic influence. He was a powerful figure capable of swaying the jury's perception, clarifying and reinforcing the defense's perspective. For the remaining team, this presents a formidable challenge as they must swiftly adapt, adjust their approach, and maintain sharpness to ensure the best possible outcome for Diddy at this sensitive juncture. Whatever the underlying reason for Agnifilo's departure, it will undoubtedly have a profound impact on the case's trajectory, compelling the legal team to restructure their defense strategy under intense time constraints.
And I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant.
$1,000
for an
for it.
order.
I mean, He has a big house. He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home.
Every pressure and challenge has come crashing down on the defense team in this case. With intense public and media scrutiny, Diddy's case faces significant challenges in selecting impartial jurors. This heightened interest makes it harder than ever to find individuals who haven't already formed opinions. The constant public pressure and media analysis readily shape preconceived notions, even for those who have only recently encountered the case through headlines. This creates a difficult problem for the legal team, who must ensure an objective and fair jury to conduct a transparent trial amidst the whirlwind of public opinion. Current public analyses and commentary from legal experts are unintentionally fueling a wave of bias regarding Diddy's charges. Even though the trial has yet to reach an official verdict, these early assessments, widely circulated through media and social platforms, not only shape public opinion but also risk influencing the mindset of potential jurors. This is particularly concerning, as initial views, whether intentional or not, can take root and become hard to shift. Amid constant pressure from in-depth analyses permeating every corner of public discourse, Diddy's defense team faces an unprecedented challenge in preserving a genuinely objective perspective among the jury. To ensure a fair trial, they must double their efforts to prevent preconceived notions from overshadowing the legal facts, safeguarding their client's right to an impartial trial, and ensuring that justice is not compromised by the tide of unverified opinions. According to allegations in the case, Diddy is accused of committing numerous violent acts against victims, ranging from pulling them by the hair to other forms of physical assault. These accusations describe a pattern of using force and power to control the victims, leaving them in fear and stripped of autonomy. In addition to the violent acts, Diddy is also accused of secretly installing hidden cameras in private spaces, from bedrooms to bathrooms, to capture sensitive footage without the consent of those involved. These cameras allegedly recorded activities that Diddy used to exert control or even pressure on the victims. Testimonies from witnesses, including direct victims, have further substantiated these claims. Witnesses have not only detailed violent behavior but also attested to the existence of a covert surveillance system, which they claim Diddy used as a tool for control and manipulation. These details paint a disturbing picture of the alleged methods of control and privacy invasion attributed to him. If verified in court, these allegations would significantly increase the severity of the case, involving not only acts of violence but also high-level breaches of privacy. Facing a substantial body of evidence and compelling witness testimonies, Diddy's defense team is confronted with the challenging task of countering or mitigating the impact of these allegations. They must craft a robust defense strategy to protect their clients' rights, while clarifying details that could lessen Diddy's liability. However, these accusations have already strongly influenced public perception, creating a significant challenge in ensuring jury impartiality and maintaining a fair trial amidst considerable public pressure. Diddy's legal team promptly issued a strong rebuttal to the prosecution's evidence, arguing that it is circumstantial, fragmented, and lacks the weight needed to substantiate charges against their client. According to the attorneys, most of the allegations rest on witness testimonies, which they claim may not be entirely reliable due to personal factors or differing motivations. The defense asserts that these testimonies should undergo rigorous scrutiny to uncover any inconsistencies or potential personal motives behind the witnesses' statements. Additionally, Diddy's lawyers have raised serious concerns about the legality and reliability of the video recordings presented as evidence, which allegedly capture sensitive and private activities, possibly unlawfully. They urge the court to carefully evaluate the procedures used in obtaining these videos, ensuring they were gathered in compliance with legal standards and without infringing on Diddy's privacy rights. By challenging both the credibility of the witness testimonies and the legality of the video evidence, the defense team aims to undermine the prosecution's argument, emphasizing that this evidence lacks the persuasive power and legal validity necessary for a conviction. Through these arguments, Diddy's attorneys hope the court will meticulously review each detail before reaching any conclusions, and ultimately find that there is insufficient legal basis to charge Diddy in this case. Diddy faces a barrage of serious allegations. The charges against Diddy include offenses under the RICO Act, a powerful anti-organized crime statute commonly used in cases involving complex criminal enterprises or gang-related activities. Known as one of the most formidable legal tools for addressing organized crime, the RICO Act enables prosecutors to consolidate multiple criminal acts under a comprehensive charge, thereby establishing a robust legal foundation for prosecution. In Diddy's case, the application of RICO means that the accusations go beyond isolated incidents, suggesting a prosecutorial effort to demonstrate that these actions were part of an organized network. This elevates the gravity of the case, with the potential for significantly harsher penalties if the allegations are proven.
Life. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, but he's scared that I was exposed. I seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself. Having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
It doesn't stop there. Diddy's case revolves around serious allegations, including human trafficking, extortion, and organized activities, all of which heighten the complexity and severity of the matter. Legal experts suggest that, if proven, these charges could result in lengthy prison sentences due to the particularly grave nature of the offenses. These allegations reflect not only isolated acts, but suggest an organized pattern of behavior, adding substantial weight to the case in the eyes of prosecutors and the court. Given the stringent legal framework surrounding such charges, the likelihood of immunity or leniency, if convicted, is exceedingly low.
Right now, the defense probably feels okay about their chances, but I think that's going to change.
The federal government comes for you in an indictment, you're probably going to go to jail. I mean, that's...
The defense's strategy in this case is clear. To reduce the severity of the charges, Diddy's defense team has drawn comparisons between this case and other high-profile cases, such as those of Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly. They argue that, unlike these cases, which relied on clear and concrete physical evidence, the case against Diddy lacks substantial evidence to support the allegations. By referencing widely publicized cases with severe verdicts, Diddy's attorneys aim to underscore that the accusations against their client lack a solid foundation and to question the credibility of the evidence presented by the prosecution.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
The aim of this comparison is to emphasize that Diddy's case relies largely on accusations rather than clear physical evidence, unlike other high-profile cases. Through this comparison, the defense team hopes to shift public perception, lessening the severity that public opinion has attached to the case. They seek to clarify that there is insufficient concrete evidence to convict Diddy, thereby fostering an alternative view of the case, one that stresses the need for careful examination rather than hasty, heavy-handed judgments.
I don't think that this case against Sean Combs is a slam dunk for the prosecution, but I do think it's a layup on a 5-foot rim.
Given the current situation, a very high sentence for Diddy is a strong possibility. Diddy is currently held at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Brooklyn, a facility notorious for its harsh conditions, a stark contrast to his previously luxurious lifestyle. In this tightly controlled and uncomfortable environment, Diddy faces significant physical and mental challenges. The transition from a life of freedom and comfort to such harsh detention conditions has placed him in a difficult situation, testing his resilience as the case remains under investigation and trial proceedings continue. If convicted under the RICO Act along with human trafficking charges, Diddy faces the possibility of a very severe sentence, potentially amounting to multiple decades in prison or even life imprisonment. Federal law imposes strict penalties for organized criminal activity, with human trafficking cases often carrying especially harsh sentences. These legal risks elevate the gravity of the case, placing Diddy in a challenging position as he faces potential legal consequences that could fundamentally alter the course of his life. Based on these analyses, experts believe that Diddy's case could set an important precedent in prosecuting cases involving the intersection of celebrity and organized crime. The case draws attention not only because of Diddy's fame, but also due to the complex nature of the RICO Act charges.
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was. Let's just say it's a lot. Okay? I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult.
If brought to full trial, the outcome could establish new standards for how the legal system handles cases involving high-profile figures engaged in organized criminal activities, thereby laying a foundation for similar cases in the future. Do you think Diddy's legal team is capable of overcoming these intense challenges and presenting sharp arguments to counter the prosecution's heavy accusations? Can they successfully defend their client amidst public pressure and the complexity of the charges being brought forward? Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on the latest developments in this case and other exciting content.